Mithila from GK General School. Today we are going to see the new chapter, that is what? Theories of employment and income. This is the third chapter of 12th standard. Before going to the subject, let's understand what the condition and what the aspect this lesson is all about. See, as a world of economics, we have seen many economic crises. In India also, in the year of 1990, we have seen the huge economic crisis. At that time, then Finance Minister Dr. Manmohan Singh and the Prime Minister joined together, went to the World Bank and asked the financial assistance they asked. So at that time, they come up with the World Bank, given the money, and they said that you should adopt some ideology, then only we'll give the money. The ideology was LPG, liberalization, privatization and globalization. Such aspects were there. So these kind of various aspects, like in the Germany in the year of 1932 and 34, when the Second World War happened, that time also the economic crisis was there. So in order to understand the economic crisis, this chapter is all about. So now how this economic crisis is taking place, what are the various reasons, what are the reasons behind the economic crisis. So this is the overall aspect of this chapter. Okay, this chapter. Let's understand the meaning of full employment. A person who are willing to work and able to work must have employment. So when there is a person, for example, I am a person, I am ready to work and I have the ability to work, and when I am working, I have a work, that is what we call full employment. For example, in a country there is a 130 crore, 130 billion people living, and all the 130 crore or 130 billion people wants to work and they have the capacity to work, they have the ability to work, then they are working. And to work, that they should have work also. They have the attitude to work, but in the same way they should have the work to work. That is called employment. That is called full employment. So, for example, in a country or in a state we have 10,000 people. All the 10,000 people are ready to work and there is a 10,000 work. That is what we call full employment. So, example, 10,000 person are there. 10,000 job is there. This forms you the full employment. So, number of people is there, number of work is there. So total, it should have a tally, that is known as full employment. J.M. Keynes is a famous author. He says that an absence of involuntary employment is a full employment. So then there is an unemployment absence. There is an unemployment absence, then there is no unemployment. Everyone who is in the country or in the state is working. That is what is known as employment. It's known as full employment. So whoever lives in the country who are working, that is known as full employment. Okay. Let's understand what is unemployment. Unemployment is that problem faced by many workers who is willing to work and able to work and they do not have the work. So it is what, for example, in a country or people, I am the person, I am ready to work. I have the ability to work, but I don't have a work. That is what we call unemployment. So, for example, a country is there is many people are there, they are skilled, they are want to work, but they don't have the work. That is what we call unemployment. So, for example, in a state we have 100 people, but there is only 50 jobs. So, remaining this 50, that means these 50 people will be unemployed. 100 people is there, 50 job is there, the rest 50, what happens? They will be unemployed persons. So they are ready to work, they have the skill to work, but they don't have the work. That what is known as unemployment. Is it? When the person is ready to work, willing to work, but does not have work, is known as unemployment. What are the reasons for unemployment? We have segregated 3 reasons. Main reason, nature aspect. So nature becomes one of the reasons for the unemployment. The attitude of the worker is not good. The attitude of the company is not good. Because of that, the reason takes place, the problem takes place. Seasonal issues are there. So some of the seasonal issues, for example, agriculture fields are there. So those people will have work in that season. For example, you have the mango business means only the particular summer time only you will have the business, or rest of the time you will not have a business. So whoever employed in this business will not have a work after the summer gets ended. And migration aspect, what happened? The poor people from the villages and the far away comes to the town and they work. Because of this, the town people does not get the enough opportunity to work. So because of the migration from one place to another place, the local person who has the resident of the local does not get the much opportunity, because the person who has come from the far will ready to work for a low pay. low pay, low wages. So all this aspect, nature, seasonal and migration aspect become the one of the reason for the unemployment aspect. Okay, let's see some of the types, various types of unemployment. What are the various types of unemployment? See, cyclical unemployment. First point, cyclical unemployment based on the business cycle aspect. So based on the business cycle aspect. What does this mean? We have seen in the previous classes the business cycle, 2 sector, 2 cycle, 3 cycle and 4 cycle. There we have seen the answer. There is a place, there is a people, there is an employment, there is a government, there is a tax. All those activities are there. Then there is an aspect, then they can work. Cyclical unemployment is based on the periodical aspect. This period means they have a work and the next period they will not have a work. For 2 cycle people will not be fit for the 3 cycle, 3 cycle will not be fit for 4 cycle, 4 cycle will not be fit for the 2 cycle. So based on the assumption aspect only they are working. So the cyclical aspect, the periodical aspect of employment is known as cyclical unemployment. Seasonal employment. Next point is seasonal unemployment. This is what the season aspect. Based on the season. So, for example, there is agriculture person. So, agriculture comes in the summer time, and in the summer time they have the work. After that, the agriculture people will not have the work. The farmers will not have the work. For example, take example for bag business. If you take the bag business, who are specialized in the school bags and colleges, they will have a work in the March to June, and after that they will not have that much of work. They will be dry. So when there is a season, they will have a work. When there is a no season, the work will not be effective, the work will not be there, and they will have the unemployment. After the season gets over, the unemployment will take place. Frictional unemployment, which means internal, the temporary unemployment. What happened? Imbalance between supply and demand of labor. What happened? There are many laborers in the organization. We need 100 laborers and the demand is 50. This is the one case. We need 100 labor and the demand is 150. Sometimes the demand is high, sometimes the supply is high. What happened? This is not an imbalance. Why? Because there is a no error. Because the labor will not be self-sufficient. The labor will not have more skills. The labor will not be educated. The labor will not have the much efficiency in the organization. They will not have the extra activities with them. So this is the temporary amount. For example, we are doing some business. For example, the business we are doing take a bag business. We are doing a bag business, and there is a lot of demand in the month of April to June, and that time we will work together, and there that time we need an extra worker. But from June to August there is a no business, means we will remove some workers that we don't have that much of work, so you can come after the works comes. So that's what we call as frictional, which means temporary. When you have work, you will have extra work. So when you don't have work, you will release some of the worker. That is known as frictional. This is also known as temporary unemployment. Next one, educated unemployment. What happened here? Qualification and skill is not equal. What happened? You have the qualification, but you do not have the skill. For example, you are working in IT field. You are an IT graduate, but how to work in an IT field that knowledge you don't have, that skill you don't have. That is what we call educated. Although they are educated, although they have the education background, but the technology is not there. Technical aspect is not there. That is what we call educated unemployment. They are educated, but they don't have skill. Because of that, they are unemployed. Next one is technical unemployment, which means innovation skill barriers. So the technical unemployment means they are working in an organization where the technique is more important, where the innovative ideas is more important, where the new aspect has to be done. Every day the new ideas has to be adopted. When these kind of aspects take place in a business, we should have that much of innovative idea that for the day-to-day aspect of the business will be increased day by day. When it must happen, when it does not happen, it becomes the barrier. It becomes the problem for the person to survive in the industry. So when there is no technical aspect in a person, he will be unemployed. He will not have employment. Next one, structural unemployment, which means the structured way of the society. For example, we are living in a society, and society is keep on changing. The taste of the society will change, the preference of the society will change, the attitude of the society will change, and this becomes the reason for unemployment. For example, we are in the month of April now, and in the next month we'll have Eid, right? A festival called Eid. At the time, the Muslim community will demand the different thing, right? In the next month, we'll have the Ganesh Chaturthi. The Hindu community will demand something. If you go to the December, Christmas will be. The Christian society will demand something. So, Hence the society is the changing that kind of segment. So because of that also they will not be able to survive in the market, because there is some ethical values. Because of that some people will not go for the change that we needed. So that's the reason there will be a problem. So that is what we call structural problem. And the last one, disguised employment. So disguised employment means there are people in the more number, but the job are less. That's what the problem in India is now. Why India is facing the unemployment problem is because there are many workers, there are more engineers, there are more MBS fellows, but the work is not that much, the company is not that much. Because of that, this unemployment thing, people are there, educated people are there, but the work is not that. When happen, people are more, job are less. When this happens, it's known as disguised unemployment. Thank you, students.